I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucking thanks I get. Hello. I started this gangster shit. And this the
Hey, if you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. We need you here. Thanks.
Well, is this Comic Artist Pro Secrets? You better believe it is. I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. So that's why I bring you to Cinema Blend, which is basically like, movie web, diet movie web. They don't really have any superstars like B. Allen Orange or Kevin Berwick, but they make up for it with punchy names like Hayden Mears. And Hayden Mears is bringing us this article today about Hayden Christensen and whether or not Hayden Christensen is going to be in the disastrous fetid stew known as Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. And the answer is almost assuredly yes. It really is. J.J. Abrams has been tasked with pulling together every disparate element of Star Wars Episode 9. He is going to find every cast member, every old senior citizen who was once in a Star Wars film in any capacity, and he's going to pull them all together and offer you this. Offer you this broken relic, which is meant to tickle your nostalgia bone. How ticklish is your nostalgia bone? That's what J.J. Abrams would like to find out. He would like to tickle your bone. Now, Anakin in Star Wars Rise of Skywalker? Question mark. Hayden Christensen sightings feed rumors. Hayden Mears, let's see what you got, and then I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to beat J.J. Abrams at his own game. I'm going to try to tell you what I think is going on here based on a few other bits of information that we have. I'm a storyteller myself. I'll tell you something that's either going to piss you off or you're going to think it's pretty funny, and that is why Hayden Christensen will be in this movie. Look at him, cheer up, lad. Don't get. It's a cat. You shouldn't have been wrestling the cat. All right. As Star Wars Rise of Skywalker inches closer. Ew, like inches, like you're in bed as a child and some slimy thing is inching closer to you on the floor. That's what Star Wars Rise of Skywalker is doing. It's inching, it's sliming, it's slithering. As Star Wars Rise of Skywalker slithers closer to its December release, people have started spinning anything, even remotely Star Wars related, into rumors. Here's my rumor. Every single one of them is gay. And I think a lot of people are hoping for that, and it's a possibility. It's a possibility at this point. It is common practice among ardent fans to indulge wishful thinking. And who can blame them? Who can blame you? Who can blame these people for wishing that Star Wars would go back to George Lucas? By the way, these are incredible looking shoes. You got to be kidding me. Men's soft shoes. I am never going to get that old. I promise you. I'm not going to ever be that old that I'm going to buy those shoes. Okay, so moving on here. Now, heck, even actors and actresses involved in the films get caught up. And this is a link, but I'm not hitting it. This sounds like this is definitely porn. Remember that we're talking about one of the biggest film franchises on the planet. One of it. Used to be the biggest. But Disney has downsized and degraded it, disgraced it, slimed it, driven it into the ground, and now, is it going to make $1 billion, this movie? We'll see. The answer used to be most resoundingly yes, and probably $2 billion. Oh, those days are long gone. It's just not like that anymore. Now, as if to fuel the fire even more, Anakin Skywalker actor Hayden Christensen has begun to appear in public with Ian McDiarmid, sparking rumors that a certain chosen one will return for the final installment of the Skywalker saga. If Emperor Palpatine can bounce back did he literally bounce? If J.J. Abrams is going to make, we're going to see a scene where he hits the ground and bounces. I'll probably chuckle at that. That sounds pretty funny. From a plummet from a Death Star shaft, why can't Anakin come back in some form? Oh, he is. He's coming back in some form. KUTV reports that both Christensen and McDiarmid visited a Salt Lake City Children's Hospital together. How nice. How nice. It's the forces of evil coming to, hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. We are fascist representatives of, a monstrous dictatorship, and we're murderers. Hope you kids get better. While they were in the area for Fan X Salt Lake City Comic Convention. I wasn't invited to that. I would have liked to have gone to that. I'll tell you. Some fans suspected that this act of kindness doubled as a marketing tactic. No, I don't think so at all. I think it doubled as a cruel scheme. A cruel scheme against these sick children. A notion that seemed fairly far-fetched until Disney canceled the two actors spotlight panel at the con. They had a spotlight panel and it was canceled. Oh my goodness. You have just leaked out one of our secrets that we didn't want anyone to know. We didn't want anyone to be talking about Star Wars Episode 9 or carefully leaking out little bits of information that might lead to fan speculation and excitement. Oh no. Oh, we feign horror and upsetness. Is upsetness a word? Oh my goodness. While all should be taken with at least a pound of sand. They can't go pound sand. It's definitely an interesting turn of events, and if one of the film's actors is to be believed, we're in for more than just a few surprises. All right, so let the speculation begin. The fact that Christensen and McDormand have started appearing in public together probably means something is up. The timing is just too. Oh, this is brilliant. B. Alan Orange, where's your article about this? Why do I have to read this pablum? Where is your article about this situation? I can't find it. I haven't seen any. What are these shoes? What in God's holy name are these? Pearl feet? Oh, it's horrible. All right, who cares? What does this say? Maybe it's a misdirect. Maybe what we're actually getting is a Vader-led sitcom featuring Palpatine as a manipulative. These people have one bit of information, and they cannot tie two things together and actually come to a conclusion about anything. And that's why you come to me, trusted member of the media. Let's go back to Cinema Blend and somebody named Dirk Libby. Look, these people do have good names, okay? Cinema Blend, you do have you have people who are writing for you with good names, but these people cannot even tie their own shoes if those ads are to be believed. Anthony Daniels teases C-3PO's red eyes as a, quote, magnificent piece of storytelling. What am I going to do here? I'm gonna pull this together. I don't know if you saw the trailer. I'm sure that you did if you're watching this video. C-3PO gets up out of his chair and his eyes turn red. And you know what red is? What's red? Red is the color of Darth Vader's lightsaber. As the D23 Expo dropped some new footage of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, everyone was talking about those last few seconds. Which appeared to show Rey having gone full Sith. That was the dumbest. That if you thought that looked cool, that was the All right, it's all right. If you thought that looked cool, that's all right. I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell at you. Complete with a new stupid red lightsaber that looked like it was like a nutcracker that kind of opened up, and it's so dumb. She's trying to look tough. However, after they were done with that, the next question everybody had about the new footage was, what exactly is up with C-3PO's eyes? What exactly is up with C-3PO's eyes? The new footage gave us a single shot of the droid, one of the few characters to appear in all Star Wars movies. However, rather than his traditional look, we see the droid with red eyes. Fans were, of course, curious about what this could mean. Will 3PO be reprogrammed? Has he gone somewhere evil? Look, it's the twins from The Shining all grown up, but decapitated. That's weird. That's weird that you don't want to show their faces there. What exactly is going on? While Anthony Daniels, the actor behind the droid, certainly isn't giving any details, he did recently tell the Star Wars show that while the reason for it all took him by surprise as well, the storytelling reason for it is magnificent. According to Daniels, that was so weird because they rigged me up with a special thing and I had to look at myself in the mirror. It was scary. It's a magnificent piece of storytelling that really took me by surprise. C-3PO and R2-D2 were key parts of the cast in the first two Star Wars trilogies. The pair had been largely ignored in the first two entries of the new one. And where is R2-D2, by the way, in this? Where is R2-D2? I don't know. All right, who cares? Here's my theory. There are some people who are saying that C-3PO has always been bad. C-3PO, because he's such a bitch, like, I mean, he's a whiny, you know what I mean? Like, he's got a nasty attitude towards R2-D2, abusive spouse to that, fireplug droid. This guy beats astromechs. So, maybe he's been a bad guy all along, and maybe he's kind of been a spy, and he's going to report all this back to who? That's an interesting theory. Back to who? Everyone's dead. He's not. He's going to report this back to the ghosts of Emperor Palpatine now, after 2 Death Stars have been destroyed. That's your theory? No. Here's my theory, and you can again take this with a grain of salt or sugar. I mean, I don't want it to be salt. I want it to be sugary sweet. Young Anakin built C-3PO. Anakin owns C-3PO. It's his droid. It's always been. And poignantly, as Anakin's body has been stripped away from him, had been stripped away from him bit by bit, and he was replaced with robotics and more machine than man, so he became Darth Vader. That body was ultimately destroyed completely and utterly, and now Anakin, who has redeemed himself, is nothing but a Force ghost. And in one final poignant act, C-3PO will become the body of Anakin Skywalker, as for some reason Anakin needs to take physical form. That's what's going to happen here. That's my theory. Now, is he going to be good or evil? I don't know. 3PO's eyes turning red worry me. Has Anakin, as a Force ghost, decided that he is evil again for some reason? I don't know. I'm not sure. Or is it just the color red, being possessed by Anakin means, I don't know, the color red's associated with him. I don't really know. This is my theory right now. My working theory is that C-3PO is going to become the physical form, the body of Anakin, or possibly, it could possibly be Emperor Palpatine. One of the two. But I love the idea of these guys as they completely lose their humanity. It is replaced with robotics. It is replaced with machine. Now neither of them have physical forms anymore. And how sad for C-3PO that he could become the shell of these people, of their Force ghosts. So what do you think about that? Am I onto something, or do you think C-3PO has just flipped his lid? Do you think he's turned evil? We see him with a bowcaster, which is very not C-3PO-esque. Obviously that's not something that C-3PO has ever done. It does seem like somebody will be inhabiting his form, and I guess we'll find out who that is or what that is. But that is my theory. I just think it makes sense that Anakin now, this droid that he built, becomes his body at the end of the movie, to do something, to accomplish some purpose. Let me know what you think about this theory of mine in the comments below, and please subscribe if you haven't yet. We're approaching. Star Wars Episode 9 is slithering towards us, leaving its a slimy trail in its wake, and we are going to be watching all this stuff and talking about it. All right, thanks everyone. I'll see you again soon. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Join the fandom menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts, Soylo, a Soy Wars story, Tico, a Soy Wars story, and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description.